Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Chris Brown here. Hope you had an enjoyable Memorial Day weekend. Hey, if you missed it, just a reminder, go check out the amazing tribute our video producer Andy Schwartz put together in honor of the men and women who've given their lives in service of our country. All right, on to our top story of the day, which continues to be the COVID-19 outbreak linked to the Firestone Pacific Foods fruit packing plant on Fruit Valley Road in Vancouver. A total of 84 cases now have been linked to the plant, including 69 employees who tested positive, along with 15 close contacts so far. That represents nearly 40% of the plant's total workforce. Today, Clark County Public Health Officer Dr. Alan Melnick talked with the media about what this outbreak has meant to his department.
This has been a strain on our staff because we're taking them away from other duties. So the case investigators and the contact tracers are, and I like the term contact notification better than contact tracing, but we're pulling them from their other duties, just like we did during the measles outbreak, to do this work.
Now, Firestone remains closed at least until Thursday as more tests are conducted. The bit of good news coming out of this is that there were only 3 new cases of COVID-19 over the weekend in Clark County that weren't linked to the Firestone facility. Melnick is hoping that fact, along with their quick action to isolate confirmed cases and those who may have been exposed, will go a long way toward getting back on track with their application to move to Phase 2 of reopening. The state announced last Saturday that Clark County's Phase 2 variants was being paused while the outbreak was being investigated. By the way, 18 of the confirmed cases among employees at that plant have not shown any symptoms so far. None of the cases linked to that plant are currently hospitalized. Well, once Clark County is cleared to enter Phase 2, restaurants will be able to once again welcome dine-in guests, but only at half capacity with table sizes limited. In response, the city of Vancouver plans to roll out a test of parklets downtown. That would allow restaurants to turn a certain number of parking spots into areas where people can sit and eat outside. That would, at least in theory, allow for more customer capacity and a safer eating environment. The program's fine points are still being ironed out, but it would apparently be permit-based, though the city says those permits would be free. The hope is to have it ready to roll out in time for Phase 2, which could be as soon as early June, even without a variance approved for the county. Speaking of downtown Vancouver, our friends at the Vancouver Business Journal had an interesting story about businesses who have been lighting up purple to honor hospitality workers throughout the city. That program, which originated in San Francisco and came to Vancouver in early May, now includes 27 local businesses. The purple lights are being loaned out free of charge by the Hilton Hotel's audio-visual vendor. The city of Vancouver also lit the 6th Street Gateway sign purple beginning May 4th as part of the initiative. And businesses in Vancouver interested in participating can use their own purple lights or can contact Christy Rust at the Hilton Hotel for assistance. You can find her contact info in the story on our website. Republican leaders in the state legislature say lawmakers need to meet next month to deal with emergency issues related to public health, Washington's economic recovery, and the state budget. That all stems from the COVID-19 pandemic, of course. Senators John Braun of Centralia and Mark Schossler of Ritzville say the emergency session would focus on public health concerns related to COVID-19, as well as the economic damage of the stay-at-home order that is set to expire next week. The list of Republican priorities also include ensuring the restart of school in the fall and ways to help the state's manufacturing sector. Democratic officials tell the Associated Press that a June special session could be too early because the state won't get an official budget forecast until mid-June, and it remains unclear if or how much the federal government will help with state budget shortfalls. Well, Margie McGee's new business was off to a strong start until, that is, the pandemic. Her business, Cats Play While You're Away, is a spa for cats, a place to board your furry loved ones when you go on vacation. Well, no one's on vacation now, so business is suffering, but as we hear from Paul Valencia, Margie McGee has found a way to adapt.
Washington's stay-home orders have left a number of small businesses with uncertain futures. That would include Margie McGee's business, Cats Play While You're Away. Feline boarding is not needed much when families cannot go on vacation. As she tries to navigate through these difficult times, McGee has opened her space to foster cats who are in need of adoption.
Hi, I'm Margie McGee, and I'm the owner of Cats Play While You're Away. This is a cat-only full-service boarding facility. I have 25 individual cat apartments, and let's take a look at one of the girls that's here right now. This is Maybelline. She's 10 years old, and in the apartment you can see that there's a private litter box, a cat scratching post, a fabric cat ball for them to play in, and all cat shelves for them to climb on. And come here, sweetheart. Good girl. Good girl, Maybelline. She's gonna come out and visit. So this is Princess Buttercup. She is, I think, about a 10-year-old female. She's at Furry Friends, up for adoption now. She is just the cuddliest, sweetest girl, and she would be thrilled to have somebody's lap to live out the rest of her life on. Huh, princess girl. She's easy to purr, and she likes to snuggle and be held. And she loves her ball. Come on. Come on, little miss. Come on. Hey. Hey, babe.
All right, thanks so much for that story, Paul. Hey, finally this evening, the students at Y East Middle School, their mini boat program, they've gone through a lot in the last few months, both in and out of the classroom. The good news, their mini boat is getting another chance at sailing vast distances for science. Jacob Granaman has our update.
Thanks, Chris. Now, this story, it's pretty incredible how many people it has touched. The Columbia River Maritime Museum, which is in Astoria, is partnering with schools all over the area, one of those being Y East Middle School here in Vancouver. Now, when the coronavirus pandemic hit, schools closed very quickly, and the mini boat, which was stored at their classroom after it had crashed on the Oregon coast, was put back there. The teacher actually had to take home the mini boat. And now, thanks to a renewed partnership between the museum and its classes, that boat is going to be relaunched on the Columbia River right here in Vancouver this time. And it's going to be launched very close to the actual site where the Liberty ships, for which it's named, in World War II were built. The Columbia River Maritime Museum has partnered with Pacific Power to create the mini boat program and bring it to schools all over the Pacific Northwest. This is just one of those. The students at Y East are very excited to have their boat launched, and you can join them on all of the live streams on YouTube and Facebook, so be sure to visit our article with more information.
All right, thanks so much, Jacob. And there is your quick check of the stories we're following for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can also reach us via email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.